Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Aiman bin Hamir. Today I will be presenting a critique on the article titled A Systematic Literature Review of Conflict Management in Hospitality Towards a Multi-Stakeholder Resource-Based Conflict Management Framework by Wang et al. 2024, published in the International Journal of Hospitality Management. To begin with, this article explains that conflict in the hospitality industry mainly come from resource shortage. These resources include time, energy, emotional support, and staffing. When employees don't have enough of these resources, they become more stressed and more vulnerable to burnout. This directly affects their performance and the quality of service they deliver to customers. The author also highlights that work-family conflict is one of the most common issues faced by hospitality workers. This is because the industry often requires long working hours, rotating shifts, and unpredictable schedule. This condition drains employee personal and emotional resources, creating spillover effect that negatively impact both their work life and home life. Next, the article emphasized that conflict in hospitality don't only involve employee, it actually involves multiple stakeholders, including customer, manager, community, and even family. Each group has different expectations, and when resources are unevenly distributed, disagreement can become more serious. Finally, the article proposed a multi-stakeholder resource-based framework for managing conflict. This framework encourages better communication, fair resource distribution, and collaboration between all stakeholders. By doing so, organizations can reduce tension and improve service quality as well as overall organizational outcomes. Overall, the article provides a clear and structured explanation of how conflict arises and why hospitality organizations need a more holistic approach to manage them effectively. First of all, I agree with the article because it clearly shows that most conflict in the hospitality industry happen due to limited resources, especially time, energy, and emotional support. Employees in hotels often work long hours, deal with demanding guests, and have to balance personal responsibilities. When these resources are stretched or depleted, workers become more stressed and more vulnerable to conflict. The resource-based lens in the article makes sense because it explains why conflict gets worse when employees feel overwhelmed or unsupported. Even though conflict resolution systems are important, the real issues start much earlier, when employees lack the time, energy, or emotional capacity to deal with the challenge calmly. Next, I strongly agree that managers play a major role in managing conflict. Based on Chen et al. 2021, managers who provide consistent support can reduce stress among supervisors. The author mentioned that perceived manager support was negatively associated with emotional exhaustion. This means that when employees feel supported, they are less likely to become angry, frustrated, or easily triggered during workplace conflict. A good real-life example is Hilton's Thrive at Hilton well-being program, which focused on giving employees emotional and mental health support. This shows how strong managerial support can reduce tension, prevent misunderstanding, and improve relationships inside the workplace. COR theory lack of resource lead to conflict. The article use of COR theory is also appropriate. This theory explains that employees always try to protect their personal resources when these resources such as time or energy are threatened. Stress level arise and conflict become more likely. For example, hotel employees in Malaysia and Singapore often face long hours and irregular shifts. This condition drains their time and emotional capacity, creating work-family conflict and increasing their risk of burnout. This matches the article finding that resource loss lead to further losses, which eventually result in strong negative effects and higher conflict. Lastly, I support the article emphasis on the multi-stakeholder perspective. Conflict in hospitality don't just involve employees, they involve customers, managers, families, local communities, and even government agencies. Kabadayi et al. 2024 state that hospitality conflict clearly involve multiple groups because government, investor, community, customers, and employee demands that firm address systematic issue. This means that conflict spread across the entire ecosystem of hospitality, not just between staff and management. A simple example is when hotels fail to meet sustainability expectations from local community or guests. This can lead to complaints, misunderstanding, and rising tensions. Therefore, involving all stakeholders in decision making help reduce conflict and support long-term service quality. Now, I would like to move on to my recommendation based on the findings and issue discussed in the article. This recommendation aim to reduce conflict, improve employee well-being, and strengthen overall hospitality operations. My first recommendation is to strengthen managerial communication and supportive leadership within hospitality organizations. Managers play a direct role in preventing stress and conflict, so they need structured training focused on interpersonal skill, emotional intelligence, and clear communication. Research also show that employees value managers who can communicate effectively and offer emotional support when tension arises. By developing this skill, managers can handle staff concern earlier, reduce misunderstanding, and create a more positive work culture. This approach not only reduces conflict but also improves team morale and service quality. My second recommendation is to implement fair workload and scheduling practice. This is important because many conflicts in hospitality come from resource loss, especially time and energy. When employees work long hours, irregular shifts, or face unpredictable schedule, their personal resources get depleted, which increase stress and work-family conflict. Therefore, organizations should create more balanced schedule, reduce unnecessary overtime, and ensure adequate staffing. Protecting employee resources help reduce burnout, improve job satisfaction, and prevent conflict from arising in the first place. My final recommendation is to enhance multi-stakeholder engagement. Conflict in hospitality don't just involve employee, they also affect customer, manager, local communities, and external groups. By involving all stakeholders in decision making, especially in areas like sustainability, service standard, and community expectation, organization can prevent misunderstanding and build stronger relationships. Better communication with stakeholders also increase transparency and reduce the risk of external complaint or dispute. This collaborative approach supports smoother hotel operations and improve trust in the organization. So that's all from me, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.